I'm here to present to you our project for Stemnnovation 2023, the DiPCa, the STEM planting. Urban agriculture was the main concept behind our project. Urban gardening or urban agriculture is a practice of cultivating, processing, or distributing food in or around urban areas. Urban agriculture can involve animal husbandry, aquaculture, horticulture, and urban beekeeping. The benefits of urban gardening is many, food security being one. Urban gardening provides a source of locally grown food, reducing the dependence of food transported over long distances. Access to fresh, healthy food. Urban gardening provides access to fresh, locally grown produce, reducing the need for long-distance transportation associated with environmental impact. It promotes a healthier diet and can contribute to food security for urban populations. Its sustainability effects help us inculcate practices such as rainwater harvesting, composting, and organic gardening methods. This reduces the reliance on synthetic chemicals and conserves water resources. Environmental stewardship. Its sense of environmental stewardship allows communities and individuals to take an active role in addressing global environmental challenges. Its environmental benefits are just many. Urban gardens help mitigate urban heat island effects and also help produce oxygen and absorb pollutants. Its therapeutic effects are also many. Urban gardens help us de-stress, and also help us disconnect from the digital world and connect with nature. We conducted a survey on our teachers to make our project a bit more practical in the lives of urbanites. Here with me is Daniel Tiboji to talk more about the survey.
After a meeting by the Aggrey robotics team, we met to talk about what to do for our 2023 Stemnnovation project, and in this we actually decided to conduct a survey. And in this survey, we actually used our off-campus teachers who actually volunteered to help us as they lived in a more urbanized community as compared to those who live on campus. So notable among these communities included Maury Junction, Green Hills, Econ Junction, among others. And in this survey, before they participated in this survey, we actually asked on those who actually had knowledge about urban gardening, and all of them said they actually had knowledge on urban gardening. And after the survey, we actually took from them the challenges that they actually had regarding this project. So the number of teachers who actually helped us in this survey were 55 teachers. So after our survey, we actually made a table of results, and this was a table of results for our survey. First was the number of teachers who actually had knowledge on urban gardening and its activities, which actually include planting in containers, planting water-based nutrient soil, among others. So in these were the results for our survey. 100% of the teachers, that is 55 out of 55% of them, 55 out of 55 of them knew about planting in containers. 90% of them knew about planting in water-based nutrient soil, which is hydroponics. 100% of them knew about planting in greenhouse, and 85% of them knew about planting in vertical stack orders. But all of these were just knowledge-based. When it actually came to those of them who actually practiced it, we found out that 80% of the 100% were the ones who practiced planting in containers. 5.4% of the original 90% were the ones who actually planted in water-based nutrient soil. 0% out of the original 90% did not, out of the original 100% did not even practice planting in greenhouse, and only 5.4 of the original 85% practice planting in vertical stack orders. So when we finished all of this, we actually compiled our results for the survey, and for the results of the survey, we actually find out that 51% of the teachers did not actually have adequate time to actually cater for their plants. So as a result, their plants faded and died, and 20% of them actually had time to cater for their plants. However, they did not. 20% of them actually were able to cater for their plants, but they were not able to have time to cater for it. So they actually left it in the hands of others. So out of the 20%, 72.72% of them left it in the hands of their children or family relatives to actually cater for the plant, meaning 28.28% of the original 20 not have time to cater for their plant. So as of these two, we actually found 29% of our original 55 teachers not even actually having space due to the close proximity of buildings in urban centers today, so they were not actually able to even participate in this project. After we conducted our survey, we actually took the challenges or the problems the teachers face and compiled them. Notable among these challenges were limited space. Some did not actually have limited space for planting their crops, and to combat this, we actually introduced vertical farming, which includes the planting of crops in vertical layers to make use of the vertical space left in today's world. Another problem we also faced was soil quality. Due to the contamination of today's soil with things such as metals, oils, and stuff, we do not actually have the right soils for planting. And with this, we actually introduced hydroponics, which is the use of a water-based nutrient soil, which actually contains all the adequate nutrients for plant growth. With this, the plants actually able to receive all its nutrients through the water and then grow very, very well. Another problem which the teachers actually faced was pest and disease. To combat this problem, we actually brought about the greenhouse, which is the enclosing of our plants with a transparent film, which if you make a transparent film made of glass, which can actually control some climatic conditions such as sunlight, which is we're actually able to control the amount of sunlight that actually falls on our plants, so that we're actually able to have the optimum amount of sunlight and temperature for our plant to grow. These were some of the challenges that we actually faced from some of the challenges the teachers actually faced. So when we compiled all of this, we actually found that 66% of the teachers do not actually have enough time to cater for their plants, and as a result, their plants actually died. And this was the main problem that was faced by all the teachers. So in response to this, we actually introduced a system which we call DiPCa. My colleague here, Jessica Nomedion, actually gave us more information and insight.
Daniel, so I'm here to talk more about the distance plant care, which is the DiPCa. So the DiPCa is a device which helps you to monitor your plants from afar. Since our survey showed that gardeners did not have much time to cater for their plants, our project was made so that even when they are far away from their farms, they travel, they go to their workplaces, they can still cater for their plants. So the DiPCa offers real-time information of the proceedings on your farm, and also automatically pumps water into the soil when the need arises. So we have ESP32 in our control unit. The ESP32 is connected to the IoT application you have on your phone. So I'm going to show how the IoT application works. The IoT application is on the phone. So we have the switch and live field and scale readings. So when you turn the application on, the water pump starts to pump water through the tube. So water gets to the soil. And we have readings on the soil moisture content in the soil. Since we have a soil moisture here, which is going to detect the amount of moisture in it. And we have a live field here. This shows what's going on in the farm. So as I remove the soil moisture, you see the soil moisture level falls down in the live field. But immediately you place it inside, it moves up. So whenever you are outside or anywhere you find yourself, and you go to the live field and see the level and the scales of the water, you either pump water or just leave it if the water in it is suitable. So I will invite my brother here to talk more about the control unit.
Okay, so about the components used in making the DiPCa, we have the pipe here through which the water from the tank flows through, and the water from the tank is pumped using the water pump, the DC water pump. And inside the control unit, we have the cooling fan which cools down the system, and we have the ESP32, which is the control unit for the whole system. That's the brain of the system, and it features all the state-of-the-art characteristics of a low-power model chip, and it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth embedded on it. Also, we have the LCD. The LCD displays all the information gathered from the soil moisture sensor. Since the farmer or the gardener might be around, he or she will not need the mobile device to be able to see the information from the soil moisture sensor, so he can read from the LCD. I'll invite my team members to join me here, and I'll leave everything to Michelle.
In the future, our team does intend to add a camera to enable the DiPCa to take pictures and diagnose plants for possible diseases. We would also like to use the camera to detect it. On behalf of Aggrey Robotics, signing out.